What's up, everyone? It's Vapors Dragomar. Now it's time for some more League of Legends action. Last time, we were doing some Kali and ARAM. In this episode, I'm going to be playing Zed in the mid lane. And we're going to be against Vikings, Fade Rabena, Crooked King, Shannon, and a Yasuo named Tyrix or something. And I mean, on our team we have Argroff, Rionowski, the Poke, Stoner, Vulgar Boatman, and me. So, playing Zed as the classic mid laner for bronze, I am going to be using, start off with a longsword and some potions. Yes. Zed is one of the harder mid laners to master. He has a hilariously trollish laugh. He has shadows that he manipulates to slash and throw shurikens. Yes. And you can also change where they slash and where they throw shurikens as well, so makes him rather adaptable with this. And Viger's also trolling. He's also not going to be doing very well either. And we are going to be trying to leash his buff. And then we wonder, what is Warwick trying to do? He's over there. Yeah, he's following Twitch. We're going to be going back towards our buff. Yes, the buff, the Sentinel monster that Warwick needs. So I'm going to be attacking it. And he's going to be smiting it and attacking it again. And then we're going to be going to mid lane, where I'm going to be fighting Vikings. I'm going to be trying to farm up these minions. And it can be pretty nerve-wracking to try to fight the minions. You gotta get into the pattern. And of course, Diana, who is what this Vikings is, will try to interrupt your pattern, throw out a shadow, and throw out some shurikens. So basically, throw out a shadow, you throw W, and then you use your Q, the shurikens, to throw the shurikens. And I'm using my Q to, using my shurikens to zone off Diana. It's going to be pretty difficult. Living shadows can also be used to retreat. Your W can be used to both retreat or advance, depending on where you put your shadow, like what directions you put your shadow with your right click. Yes. And your E, shadow slash, allows your shadows to slash wherever they are. And I'm going to be putting some stuff there. I'm going to be trying to keep my distance here. Trying to get back into the lane phase. I'm trying to get some of these minions. And the Mastery 7 Blitzcrank gets first blood on Vigar. Interesting. Putting some stuff out there. You have to be careful when fighting Diana. She is actually a very serious threat. So, do not take Diana lightly. She is a lunar warrior and needs to be treated with respect. I'm going to be putting my shadow there and then clicking my shadow in the direction away from Diana. Now, you can activate your shadow just to put your shadow in a specific spot, and then if you activate your shadow again, you will teleport to where your shadow is. So, when we're getting some long swords, I'm going to be building up into a Ghost Blade. Ghost Blade is a very useful item for Zed. I'll also be building up into other items. Ghost Blade, Edge of Knight's good against magic damage, and Vikings actually killed our jungler already. Had enough mana to kill our jungler, as I was backing to try to get supplies. But Vikings is rather low. I'm going to use my Shuriken to start a zone. I now have to deal with the Yasuo jungle. They actually have a Yasuo jungle. Don't ask me why they have a Yasuo jungle. They just do. I mean, it must be a Bronze Spectace thing. Yasuo jungle. He's going to be putting up his wind wall. Putting my shadow there. He's trying to throw shurikens there, avoiding his tornado. Yasuo is not the brightest. They'll be farming these minions. Trying to catch up. Because leashing the jungler often puts you behind. Fida Vayne, the Riven, that has killed Leonowski, or Galio. And I'm going to be putting my shadow there. He's going to be trying to sweeping blade in, throw a tornado. Missed. I'll be putting up my Shuriken to zone. She's going to be using Crescent Strike. She might go for Pale Cascade soon. I'm going to keep zoning with the Shurikens. She's going to come in with the Moonfall. I'm going to be going in for my my ultimate into my Shadows and Shurikens because I knew she was going in for the all-in Lunar Rush, Pale Cascade, like Moonfall combo. Like the first Pale Cascade, then Moonfall, then Lunar Rush, and then shortly afterwards I would die. So I did my combo of that ended in Death Mark to make sure, like, as she's pulling that off. You have to pull off your Death Mark combo very quickly. As you can see there, like, put out the Living Shadow, like, Shuriken, and then put out a Living Shadow close to you, Shuriken, possibly Shadow Slash into Ultimate. And you want to do it quickly. Otherwise, if you don't do it quickly enough and burst with the Death Mark, Diana will kill you. And you have to catch on to it quick. Zed and Diana can both kill each other very quickly. So you have to always be aware whenever you're fighting a Diana. Oh, nice! The Galio has slain... Oh, Vikings has slain Pokestunner. Because Pokestunner sucks at Viger. And I'm going to be farming these minions. Yes. Letting them crash into the tower. Argoff has slain the Crooked King. Crooked King has slain the Warwick, so they will kill each other in a one-for-one trade. But I have a feeling the feed of the Pokestunner, because he's bad at Vigar, is going to be a problem for us. We're going over here, Rome, so we can find Diana. At least I find Yasuo Jungle. Hello. Hello, Yasuo Jungle. I knew he was going to do that. I was going to let him. Gonna let him throw his wind wall up so then we can catch him. Yep, we can knock him up with that for the shadows. And I can get him low. And I'm gonna flash on him and slice him. I needed that kill on Tyrex on that Yasuo jungle. I could not. See, I could not afford to leave Yasuo alone to his own devices. If I left Yasuo alone to his own devices, that would be bad. Nice! Argoff managed to slay Vikings back at my mid lane. Interesting. So, I've got some more damage items off of that kill there. The basic build is... Oh, wait. So, Mastery 7 Blitzcrank has killed our Blitzcrank, Mastery 5 Blitzcrank. So, the basic build is Ghostblade, Duskblade, Black Cleaver, Edge of Night. Nice! Warwick got a double kill there. Now I have increased damage from my basic build. Also, the Ravenous Hydra has its merits. Basically, a Talon build. Think Talon build for that. Okay, I'm going to put some Shurikens. Managed to put my shadow behind his wind wall. That should give me time to burst him down soon. I'm going to throw a Shuriken there. He's getting rather low. We should be able to... Okay, he's going to do that. Going to put a shadow there. Going to whittle him a bit. Oh, he's very low now with those Shurikens. Now I can death mark him. And then slash him. Shadow slash. There you go. I could death mark him and shadow slash him right on the spot. He'll have nowhere to go with the ignite. Nice. Argoff is on a rampage. Very good for him. So yeah, I can't exactly see, like, but I know what the build is. I know what the build for Zed is because it's basically the same as Talon's build. So, like, basically, build for Zed as you would Talon. Yeah. Build for Zed as you would Talon. And you will be just fine. If you have a decent Talon build, that is. Follow the prescribed Talon build on Zed and you will be just fine. You may want to give him some special stuff as well if you want. He basically, his attack damage stats are similar to Talon, although he has more adaptable shadows than Talon does. So you're going to want to kill these minions. Put a ward there. Railnowski is slaying Tyrex 19. Nice. Gonna be putting my shadow there, trying to shoot him. See if I can zone. Oh, nice. Warwick's dominating. Fader Banner is slaying Railnowski. Where Warwick is getting nice and fed. I'm trying to farm against this Diana. He's trying to use trying to use Crescent Slash to Crescent Strike to try to zone me, and I'm trying to use my Shurikens to zone her. Because often she'll use her Crescent Strike or Crescent Strike to go into Pale Cascade, into Moonfall into Lunar Rush, which is her primary bread and butter combo. Primary combo that she uses to burst you. That's kind of how Diana works. I'm going similar to Akali. Akali has mark. Oh, hello. Well, that allows me to use my death mark on you and regular shurikens. There you go. Gotcha. The shurikens on a rampage. Managed to pull off the combo just in time for me to recall and go back to base. Yes, go back to base. And our Blitzcrank, the enemy Blitzcrank, the Master 7-1 has killed Pokestoner again. I'm 4 kills up. Riven has killed our Galio again, the enemy Riven. So yeah, this match actually goes on for longer than I would like to admit because of the fact that, okay, nice. Our Blitzcrank has slain the dragon. It goes on longer than I would like to admit because of the fact that these are fiestas, so yeah. These bronze fiestas tend to last longer than I would like to say, because it's just, that's the nature of my rank, you know. You can do well in it, but then sometimes matches last a really long time, and you can't really get them to end quickly, especially if your team really fades. Which happens shockingly often. Yes. So now I'm going to be roaming to the top lane to find Diana. So going into the top lane here, I'm going to be seeing if I can look to make a pick. Turns out that their Yasuo jungle is there. Get him to trigger his wind wall, and that's going to remove his last line of defense. Which means that I can go in probably to kill him, but instead we're going to be going for Rift Herald, and our Warwick gets another double kill and kills off Diana. Very good for him. So now we're going to be slashing, shadow slashing, and using shurikens on the Rift Herald. And we're going to be using, and our Blitzcrank has destroyed a turret. And the enemy Blitzcrank is also dead. So we are going to be, they're going to also be doing some of that. I'm getting a little low on health, so I'm going to use some of these fruits. And we should be able to take down the Rift Herald. I'm going to give it to Galio because he needs it the most, and I'm going to go recall. So then they're going to use the Rift Herald to make additional pressure in the top lane. And so I'm going to be getting some items. I'm going to be getting closer. I think I might have completed my Ghost Blade by this point in time, and I'm going to be going into Duskblade. And I'm probably going to be going top lane to make a pick. Because there seems to be a lot of people in the top lane. Yes. Going to be killing these minions. And Diana kills Pokestoner because he's a new Vygar. And he doesn't know how to play Vygar, and he doesn't know how to keep himself safe. Nice! Argoth has slain Tyrex 19. And I'm going to go in my ultimate. And I'm going to do some slashes here. Do some shurikens there. Managed to be unstoppable. Managed to shadow slash that and shuriken that Riven. But I am farming a lot and getting a lot of valuable items that are highly necessary for fighting these guys. Yes. I items that are highly necessary. So now I'm going to be, you can see the items on that list there when it goes out. But now that I've got more items, I definitely have a ghost blade, as you can see here. I'll pop it. I'm going to be making pressure on here, and Diana gets shut down. So I'm already snowballed really hard, as you can already see by my clever use of shadows and shurikens and regular shadows. And Real Nowski is my slain favor banner, and I'm going to be killing him with my regular Shadow Slash. Did not even need to use ultimate, but she did manage to kill Poke Stoner in the meantime. The Vikings, Diana. Our 1/6 Vigar. Only in bronze do we have a 1/6 Vigar. Use my Ghost Blade. I'm going to be going back to mid farming. See, normally, a lot of map people forfeit at this point in time. Shadow Slash, regular slashes, and I get popped by the Blitzcrank. Oh, Warwick got them suppressed. Use regular slashes, Contempt for the Weak into my ultimate. Slam the Crooked King. There we go. And with that, so if you attack a target multiple times as Zed, it puts a thing called Contempt for the Weak onto a specific target. When you put Contempt of the Weak on a specific target, it does more damage to them each time, so that when you put your shurikens and Shadow Slash on them, like, you can get them really low and death mark them if necessary. I decided to just go for the death mark, because it's for style points and to make sure the rat dies so that it doesn't cause a problem, but you can never be entirely sure of that because of the problem of how long these fiestas last. Diana got a shutdown, just barely lived through that. Without a shuriken. Usually because our bot laner, the Poke Stoner, has been feeding. Our Galio has kind of been feeding Riven. So that has the potential in these long fiestas to make a match last a lot longer. And Shannon, the Mastery 7 Blitzcrank, actually misses a hook. Pirate. Oh, the Yasuo actually kills our Vigar again. Man, our Vigar is so bad. Okay. In all seriousness. Oh, our Galio is here with his ultimate. And, yeah. I'm going to kill these minions. Gonna be throwing out the Shurikens, gonna put out a clone. Shadow Flash if she gets close. We're gonna throw out another clone. This comes for the sieging, trying to see if I can go in and put, finish the game. Nice! Warwick has slain the dragon. See, I still don't know, like, sometimes, like, teams will surrender shortly afterwards, and other times, teams will hold out like this. When they hold out like this is when matches often last the longest. Oh, Argoff is slain that. Use my Shadow Slashes. I'm legendary now. And Tyrus is slain the Poke Stoner. Got a double kill there. Flash away because he got no health. And he's slain Realnowski. Argoff is slain Cookie King. And Diana got a shutdown. And everyone on both teams is dead except me and Diana. So we're at the 25-minute mark. And this is not even exactly close to over. So, gonna be going back to lane, farming up some more. Going to be approaching full build soon. Going to be killing minions in legendary. I don't think I've died yet, to be honest with you. Which is pretty impressive. But even with that impressive record, you still have to go to factor in the fiesta factor. The fiesta factor can be incredibly long factor. There we go. Managed to put my shadows out. I'm legendary again. And I'm going to be putting that. Going to be going for my ultimate. And I get shut down by Yasuo, but I've slain him as well. Yasuo is still insanely powerful, despite the fact, as of that recording, it was nerfed. Argoff has slain a turret. He got a shutdown on Diana, going for his ultimate. Got a double kill, and he managed to bite on that. So he's going to slash, he's going to fear, he's going to swipe again. He's going to go for the triple kill. And then he's going to go ham on the Crooked King for a quadra kill. And ace. However, Yasuo is coming out to stop Warwick. Now watch how this plays out. Yasuo makes the pentakill for Warwick in the ace. The Yasuo comes out, try to challenge our incredibly fed Warwick. And despite getting the pentakill, the game is still not over. We managed to take their turret and going to be taking their inhibitor. But Diana manages to slay the Pokestoner after the pentakill. And after dominating, I'm going to be slaying Fader Banner, getting a double kill. My Shadow Slash and Shurikens. We should be able to take their tower. Come here, Yasuo. Oh, he actually managed to use his... He managed to use his sweeping blade to shut me down. I want to frickin' take their Nexus towers. Come on. Let me take the Nexus towers. Okay, they're going to be taking the inhibitor. Death timers are rather long at this point in time, because it's only 30 minutes in. So they're going to be trying to kill this Blitzcrank. He's going to be ulting to try to kill the Blitzcrank. Leonowski is slain Shano, the Mastery 7 Blitzcrank. Crooked King is slain Leonowski. The rat is now getting damage. So yeah, probably Ghost Blade. I'm probably going to be getting Guardian Angel soon. Even then, you will be surprised. You know, all the super minions are coming in. The Nexus is almost exposed, not quite exposed. And, you know, the stuff is pretty much over. they all have terrible KDAs, and they've lost all their turrets. And yet, despite all of this, the Fiesta, they're still thinking about winning the Fiesta. They're still attempting to do Mission Impossible. I'm trying to see if I can pick one of them off myself. I'm trying to see, because I want to kill him off. I want to kill him off. I want to kill him off. I want this to end. I became legendary and all that jazz. I want this to end. I have a shrewd feeling. There we go. Got a clean death mark combo on that Yasuo. I have a shrewd feeling that if it wasn't for our pitiful Vigar, who managed to actually slay that, we would have won this. Oh, and I got shut down by the Twitch. And Vikings has slain Wielnowski. Thankfully, our Warwick is still alive. And he's probably going to look for making a pick. Shut down by the damn Twitch. Because at this point in the game, Twitch has full build. Yep, Twitch has full build. Because Vigar helped give Twitch a full build. So they're going to try to milk this to win. And by trying to milk this to win, they are just going to draw this out further, which is often how these fiestas go. They try to draw out the match as much as possible. Sometimes they'll draw it out like picking really weird team comps, like having Vigar as an ADC. Limited Vigar, an ADC. Urgoff is slaying Tiger-X. He's got it. Okay, he got a double kill. I was trying to ult him, see if I could get it, but the ultimate from Warwick secured that. And our Vigar died again. Yep. Our Vigar really, really sucks. And I'm saying he might have been the sole reason, because he sucks so much, that we didn't finish this game earlier. Gonna get one of these more farms. Now Diana has more farm than me, which isn't good. Yeah, inhibitor respawned. Gonna take down their inhibitor again. Trying to make sure that they can't win. And of course they're causing problems. And Urgoff is on a killing spree. And wait a sec. Okay, I got a shutdown on Diana, but Riven managed to use her mechanics with Valor to get a triple kill. Early feeding of the Riven was very bad and dangerous, but I did get a shutdown on Diana. And all that remains is our really, really lame Vigar and a Blitzcrank. Because I didn't make a pick. It did succeed, but I got bursted by the Riven. Riven has very high burst, and that cannot be underestimated, especially if you are not a tanky champion, or you're not good at Galio, Galio is actually not very good, because if this Galio was truly good, Riven wouldn't have a chance. I've seen it happen. No, our Galio isn't good. Our Vigar is even worse. Our Warwick is great, but basically me and Warwick are the best on the team, and maybe Blitzcrank, possibly, but even then, our Blitzcrank is not very good. Theirs is better, as per usual. I mean, I have snowballed really hard and became legendary, or not even legendary, dominating, and got them to surrender, and that's one way to make the match shorter. But not this time. This time, they want to draw things out, so I'm going to have to get more minions. They want to draw it out. The match is going on for 35 minutes right now. Yeah. Pressure. And Vikings is slaying Realnowski. And she's trying to ult. I'm going to use my shadows to get away. Plus flash, shadows plus flash. Because I don't want to die right now. I want to finish the game. Please let this end. Okay, Ergoff got Vikings. Going to be trying to kill the minions. The Pope Stoner is probably going to kill himself. He is probably not focused on minions or anything, but trying to kill stuff, and he's probably going to kill himself. Nice! Argoff is on a killing spree. And Riven got shut down. Oh, Pope Stoner is slaying Yasuo. Interesting. So I got a Shadow. Gonna go for my ultimate. And there we go, I got a shutdown. One last freaking tower. Maybe if I just attack the tower. Okay, we got an inhibitor again. We got more. We should be able to take the tower. Yep, tower taken. Nexus exposed. They got some damage on the Nexus. Vikings gonna be trying to do some damage. Nice, I slayed the Vikings. But I'm gonna die probably from the rat. Okay, I just managed to escape. I'm like 1 HP. That's how much damage the rat's doing. And it's almost 40 minutes now. But the Nexus is exposed. Thank the Lord that the Nexus is exposed. That's the good part. Good news. Nexus is exposed. I have plenty of kills. I've got nearly full build. Bad news. I had to get a Guardian Angel. It's approaching the 40-minute mark. Yeah. And our team is not quite coherent enough to make the match shorter. So it allows Diana to get a lot of kills on this Vygar, because this Vygar just cannot really kill anyone. Vygar just kills himself. That's what this Vygar does. He feeds. He feeds. Nice! Rolik has slain the dragon. We had a pentakill. I became legendary. All this stuff. But that doesn't really... We had a lot of towers, but not quite enough towers. And our Vygar feeding Twitch allows Twitch to extend the match and get even more power. Which is obnoxious. Let us take Baron. Yes, let's take Baron. Lots of damage to Baron. That should help. We can get enough damage. Crooked King is slain Argoff. Oh, great. Rat actually managed to kill our Rolik. Great. Okay, I managed to slay Barry Nasher. This is late game team fights. It's so hard for Zed to burst people in late game team fights. Because he doesn't scale he doesn't scale terribly efficiently in late game. He kind of falls off. And, I got Realnowski slain Tyrex. Booksinner slain, oh, I got bursted. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually die to that. I didn't quite execute my burst correctly. think Diana's late game might be a bit better than mine. I don't know. I said. And Realnowski is slaying Viking because Galio is a good late game, I believe. Yeah, hopefully they can just finish off that, but I don't know if they can because of Twitch. Sadly, Twitch's late game is absolutely obnoxious. And Argalio is going to do a 1v1 duel with Shannon, who got the hook and got the ultimate, but not enough to kill Galio. Galio is very tanky. And we have Baron buff. So we should be able to take the Nexus. And Yasuo killed our Vigar once again. Our Vigar, other than that one kill you saw, that is the only kill, or actually no, he did some more kills. He did